Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm here with James Warner. He got a top 16 at the TCG player event in Colorado, and he played a chain beat, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. Let's get into that.
So I played the one TK because he's TK. He's good. I only played 2 Rabbit. Played 2 Banisher because banishing is good against everything right now. 3 Thunderbird. I know Rabbit is better, but I just like Thunderbird, so I played 3 of him instead. For the spells, I played 1 Hole, 1 MST in main, 1 Book, 3 Garden. Garden literally makes you able to win with this deck a lot of the time. 3 Lance, because beating over stuff like Winda is something you need to do, and because you can't destroy it. 3 Duality, because you got to get that searching in. For traps, 1 Bottomless, 1 Warning, the 1 Macro, because once again, banishing is amazing. TT, because there are stuff other than Chattels, and even if you're playing against Chattels, it still hits everything. 2 Mirror Force, because people don't expect to see Mirror Force as much anymore, so they span the whole field, and then you just Mirror Force them, and they're like, well, I got shitted on for overextending. 2 Emptiness, because you stop your opponent's special summoning, and it's especially good if you have the Macro or the Banisher to back it up, and it stays. 2 Blackhorn, because everything still goes into the extra deck for inherit summons, even Shadows, because they're still the synchroing. Though I did side it out, both of them out against every Shadow matchup, because it just doesn't happen as often with that deck. 2 Wiretaps, negating your opponent's traps are always good. 2 Memories, because they don't target, and because it allows you to just take a monster that could be important to your opponent, or just something that you can use later. I like to use it against Trap Tricks from Melio, because it definitely says special summon, so I definitely get to pop something. 2 Breakthrough Skill, because effect negation is good, and Exciton is a huge bitch for this deck. 2 Escape Device, because it's good for the Thunderbird and the Rabbit, and you can always use your tokens too from Garden. And setting back your opponent because they were trying to make a push is always good. And then Triple D Prison, because banishing is amazing.
40?
41. For the extra deck, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Cowboy, 1 Dweller, 1 Maestroke. The Exciton, it's barely ever gone into in this deck, but in the case that you actually need to, because your opponent has more advantage, it's always good to have. 1 Castell, another answer to stuff that's annoying. Direwolf for whatever, as usual. Black Ship, Silent Honor, Ragna Zero, Karen Gorgon. And because I run the 3 Thunderbirds, I was running an Ophion for the chance that I can make it. Going into it against something like Shadows is pretty good.
Did you ever make it today?
I made it once, and no, twice. The first time it got warning. The second time it ended up shutting down one of my Shadow matchups. So, and then the 1 crazy box for the skill drains that get sided in, because skill drain is also a really big hurt for this deck. So being able to make a 3K hitter is something that they don't really see. And then for the side deck, I decided to side the D-Fissure because I wanted to fit more traps into the deck. I sided in the double MST. I sided in the 3rd Banisher. And then for traps, Soul Drain, Double Dimension Ground. The Dirges were for, I was still expecting to see Yugiohs, and then also for Telenites, because not being able to make Break 4 has kind of killed both those decks. 2 Light Imprisoning for either the Lightsworn or the Telenites. 2 Full House. There's still decks that play face-up stuff and face-down stuff, so and if someone's gonna get rid of like my emptiness, I can use full house on my emptiness, target another face up, and destroy back row. So, and then double shadow imprisoning. It does hit my Thunderbird, but it also
it hurts your opponent when
it hurts. Yeah. So yeah, I got 9th today. My matchups were first round Hat, which I 2-0'd. Second round Shadows, which I 2-0'd. Third round, I can't remember what third round was. Fourth round, I got 2-0'd by Shadows due to Decree. Fifth round, I played against Anti-Meta and 2-0'd that. And then got 2-1 by Telenites in round 6.
Alright, cool.
See you later,
Thank
YouTube.
you, bro, for thanks.